Continue here to Biology 1. Oh, here's another thing to pick up. This is one of the things that sort of put me off. Ritual with animal sacrifice. On one hand, I'm thinking, oh, this is a horror game, so obviously there's something wrong with the town that does ritual animal sacrifices. But in some Asian countries, and I don't mean to be offending to anyone by saying Asian, because I know Asia is pretty huge, and many countries are involved or counted in. But in some of these countries, ritual animal sacrifices are more or less a common practice, and animals are not treated very well. Let's go in the Bahashi. You want to remember this area because, as I was going to say, for some animal sacrifices are, you know, normal cultural thing, and for me it's a horror element. But going back to this, this is a very... You want to remember this place because you want to come back here near the end, near finishing this whole thing, because then there'd be something here for you to photograph and an achievement to get by doing so. So that room was 2 Bahazi or Bahazai or 2 Bahaza 1. I don't know. Let's take a photograph of it so we'll keep it in our photographic memory. Ha 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 ha, pun intended. Now here's, by the very end of this corridor, there's this little storage area, or what you want to call it. At the very back of it, by the skeleton, you will find a ring, which I do believe is our third secret. 1, 2, 3. Yep. So that's our third one, and that means that we got all of those that you can find in this area and of the game, and you will have as much of these mystical powers that you can collect at this point. So let's unlock this doorway. Which places us back at the main hall. The pig you might want to... The boar you might want to keep track of because he can run out into this area. Now let's run the other direction of this whole bit and take a look at the other side of where we came down from the staircase. And check that out. The thing is, I don't want to leave you on a wild sort of goose chase, or what you'd call it. Let's go to social. Oh bollocks, I didn't mean to take a picture of that. Now we have to remember that it's not that one, but it's the one before that was interesting to remember. Here's another little thing to find. And whether you go the route I went or go this way first, it's, you know. So I'm guessing this is social studies. Maybe. Now the cat is on top of us, but you can still hear him through the wall. Or through the floor. don't think there's anything in here, but we're getting closer to the pig creature. And we can find the key that we need rather close to the pig creature, if I'm not totally mistaken, I think. Oh, and here is the cafeteria. The school cafeteria, and there's an achievement for you to get in here. It's gonna be a ghost manifesting here. Circling out of this. Yummy, and it goes out the backside of her. Oh, poor. So, she won't bother you. She won't hurt you. Oh, bollocks. Well, if you do manage to take a picture of her, which I didn't just now because I was too slow talking, take a picture of her and that will give you an achievement. And also watching this little event will count towards the experienced all the horrors of the game achievement. And I do believe that is close to the end of this corridor. Yeah, here's just some rubbles, and you can't go through there. That's why we need to run all the way up and down and around this place, because it's locked. And this door is locked as of yet. You'll be coming out of there after the boss fight, if I'm not totally mistaken. Right, so let's find this, let's find the right... You don't have to worry about that being another ghost entry, I do believe, the one drinking from the food pot there, because it's the same. She had that thing on her back, so it's the same as the one we fought out on the sort of on top of this, on the balcony sort of thingy. So let's continue along to the other side. I do believe we're done in that area for now, at least. This gives off because it is the entrance, but you can't. It's nothing that you can interact with or pick up at this moment. You can't pick it up at all, but you can, you know. So let's go back to the piggy. Were you out running? So we have to go back into this corridor. Sigh. To be able to get that key for the it's a bit unnerving, or unfortunate I should say, that the doorways sometimes between saves and loads shuts again, because it makes it harder for you to know which way you've gone. But we've gone all the way around the bottom, now all the way around the top, as much as you can, because we've found the secret from the balcony, or the, you know, the picture we took above the thing. We've opened all before locked gateways so that we can run all the way around. And so on and so forth. Well, the pig is getting closer. Let's see. Of course, it's completely open here, so there we go. So we sent him to sleep. Of course he can come in here because it's completely open. Let's just check our objectives. It wasn't anything really that we didn't already know. Not taking a look at this area. We have it open there and open there. So it's not quite right, but it should be... Oh, damn it. I've tried to fix my... Here we see, these keys don't spawn until you've gotten the clues to get to them, of course. But as you can see, we have the window to the right there, and we have the windows outside, the desk stacked, and the door there, and that marking on the sort of wall there. This is really close to where the boar is sleeping. So there we get the small key. So now we can run back. I keep moving way too... So now we can run back to the principal's office. I don't know which is the fastest way, and I apologize for this. But I told you. I told you. So let's see if we can get up this way, maybe. Since we've unlocked all the doors. Let's see what we have here. This is... If we run through to this side... Well, now we have the exit door underneath us. And yeah, if you look here, you'll see scissors hanging, and you feel, oh, scissors. And behind that, inside there, is where we want to go and have our boss fight. So maybe I'm not doing this, maybe I'm not getting there the fastest possible way, but I am getting there. Let's run through biology. No, the laboratory, I mean. And here we go. I sort of have to mentally prepare myself for this this boss fight, because it is the hardest boss fight in the game, easily. At least when you know what you're supposed to be doing. It's easy enough, it's just the mechanics on how to actually do it. But so I'm gonna have a bit of a break here. Okay. Let's see if I can take on this boss quickly, and maybe even without dying. I still haven't gotten that achievement. Now, despite all of these scissors hanging around, game logic says we cannot use any of these. Of course not. That'd be too easy, right? So we can't pick up any of these, not even these that look so shiny and usable. So here's obviously this is the secret lair of the I like that green one. It's the secret lair of the oh, what's it called? The principal of this school. This is like a you know, sewing room slash nursery. And this is why. Creepy, huh? And our bear is back, and interacting with this will start off the boss fight. So here we go.